Jai Hind. Firstly, I wish all of you a very happy Diwali. The citizens have responded patriotically to the Diwali celebrations. There has been a complete boycott on the Chinese goods. That's a very good thing to happen. People have completely boycotted the Chinese goods. So therefore, Chinese goods have been completely been boycotted. So therefore, there is hardly any sale as far as Chinese goods are concerned. People have also taken care to ensure that the Diwali is celebrated by using green crackers, by not polluting environment, etc. So the Indians need to be complimented. So a very happy Diwali to all of you. What I will do today, mine will be a very short and a small broadcast today because all of us are busy celebrating Diwali. I will talk about 3 or 4 important issues with respect to China and with respect to our national security. Today, the country is celebrating Diwali, and as far as China is concerned, the coronavirus casualties, coronavirus spread is increasing in China, creating a doubt in the minds of everybody that they may go in for a lockdown to stop the spread of corona. Second issue has been Chinese have been very aggressive on the Taiwan front. Days after days, the Chinese Air Force has been infiltrating into the airspace of Taiwan. That's a huge danger, but the Americans have said that they will go out of the way to help Taiwan should Chinese ever attack them. I had mentioned it earlier that it is not possible for the Chinese to attack Taiwan because Chinese simply do not have that kind of a military capability. They require an amphibious capability. They need to use their weapons like missiles, etc. And if they go in for a world war, their economy will take a big hit. So therefore, they are unlikely to carry out any attack as far as Taiwan is concerned. The most important topic that I will speak to you today is there has been a news report which says the Chinese are likely to have 1,000 nuclear weapons by the year 2030. That means in just few years they will have a very large number of weapons. Of course, United States today has more than 3,500 weapons. So compared to the US, the number is not very large. But the fact remains that because the Chinese economy is still doing very well, they are investing very hugely in the military budget. So therefore, they are not only increasing the nuclear weapons, but they are also increasing their navy, they increasing their air force, they are increasing their strategic forces, they are increasing their cyber capabilities. Almost any issue, any action, any weapon that requires to be developed, they are developing it in a big way, including hypersonic weapons, etc. So what we need to do is, while there is no need to get scared of what they are doing, but we have to keep a tag of what is happening in China so that we are able to respond to the Chinese militarily should that need arise in the near future. The next issue is today Kashmir has been very quiet after initial killing of some minorities people, especially people from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Now the terrorists, after an all-out offensive launched by the army, have gone onto the back foot and the level of violence has dropped down and things are more or less normal as far as Kashmir is concerned. Even Kashmir Valley also has been very quiet. The various initiatives taken by the government, especially with respect to increasing tourism, with respect to improving infrastructure, tunnels, roads, etc. is working very well. Youth clubs have been developed, have been established in these areas. There are a multiple level of governance, all that is helping to ensure that the democracy reaches grassroots level as far as the Kashmir people are concerned, and that is definitely helping the cause. The next point I will come to is about Pakistan. After Taliban's victory in Afghanistan, Pakistan thought that they have achieved a great history. They have defeated a military superpower like the United States. But now, when you retrospectively look back, you realize that instead of Pakistan getting a strategic depth in Afghanistan, it is the Afghanistan who are using soil of Pakistan for carrying out whatever activity they do. We have spoken about these issues, that there is a more or less a civil war that has started in Afghanistan. Taliban is being opposed by ISIS-K, ISIS Khorasan. ISIS Khorasan has recruited a large number of youth from the Chinese province of Xinjiang, and they had carried out a number of suicide attacks, and one attack was just done yesterday in which they attacked a hospital in Afghanistan's Kabul, which is the capital of Afghanistan, and nearly 25 people were killed and a large number injured. But what is most important in that was that the military commander of Taliban, who was responsible for the security of Kabul and who belongs to the Haqqani faction of the Taliban, has been killed. What we must understand is Taliban is a disparate group. It consists of people mostly of Pashtun or Pathan origins, but they have a lot of differences between them. The actual senior-most leader of Taliban today is not staying in Kabul, but he appeared in front of the media in Kandahar province. So he is not in the capital, and generally the capital is dominated by the Haqqani network, and it was the Haqqani network's military commander who was killed by ISIS-K. So now Al-Qaeda is becoming active there, ISIS has become active there, and the terror groups which are against Pakistan, especially the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, have also become very, very active there. So instead of peace returning to Afghanistan, peace returning to Pakistan, the level of violence in Pakistan has gone up multifold. The amount of drugs that are coming into Pakistan society have increased quite a lot. As far as the Ugravad is concerned, as far as the radicalization is concerned, radicalization is increasing in the Pakistan society. Number of arms and ammunition in Pakistan is increasing. As far as their economic conditions are concerned, it is very, very bad. In fact, they are not able to repay any of the loans. They have to borrow loans repeatedly and at regular intervals from various countries. And very recently, just yesterday or day before yesterday, Saudi Arabia has given them loans worth $4.5 billion. So Pakistan economically is on a complete downturn. Its economy is collapsing, but still they are insisting in helping Taliban, helping Afghanistan. This is, in the long run, is going to ensure that Pakistan's economy will never prosper. Pakistan and Afghanistan put together is called as the most dangerous place on the world. No industry is going to come there. No economic activity will ever be carried out there, while they can keep on threatening the world that we will do this, we will do that, we will carry out terror attacks, but nobody who has sense will ever go and invest either in Pakistan or in Afghanistan. So in short term to middle term, Pakistan is doomed. And to add up to its woes, Pakistan has also been kept on the watch list of Financial Action Task Force, a United Nations body which keeps a tag of financial aid that is given to the terrorists. So all in all, Pakistan is in serious trouble. However, Pakistan has been in serious trouble for many years, but it still manages to survive with the help of its friends, sometimes in the West and sometimes in the organization of Islamic nations. But the issue is, how long will they survive? How long their society will keep on absorbing various kinds of terror attacks that take place, various kinds of violence that takes place. In fact, most of the rich Pakistanis, well-to-do Pakistanis are leaving Pakistan and going and settling outside. So therefore, Pakistan is in a complete downturn as far as economy is concerned. Nobody in the world wants to be friends with Pakistan, etc. So all in all, Pakistan has a very serious problem. The Chinese have also now come on the wrong side of the entire world, because very recently, as late as yesterday, there was a conference of all the worlds in Great Britain on climate change, and the world agreed on an action plan as to how the climate change can be slowed down. And Indian position put up by the Prime Minister has been accepted very well by the country, when he talked about one sun, one solar power and one world. That is, using the solar power of the world coming together to ensure that we use non-conventional forms of energies and we reduce the carbon dioxide production, etc. So India's action has been well appreciated by everybody on climate change. It will do a lot good to our country also. We are trying to increase our solar power, we are trying to increase our nuclear power, we are trying to reduce our dependence on producing power from coal, we are trying to go in for electrical vehicles, we are trying to go in for storage of electricity in the batteries. So all in all, the economy of ours is doing quite well. The stock markets are going up, the exports are increasing, and most important, jobs for young people have increased quite a lot, including jobs in the IT sector. There have been jobs in the manufacturing sector, there have been jobs in the services sector. So therefore, the downturn which came into our economy because of the Chinese virus, the effect is completely gone, and now we are one of the fastest growing economy in the whole world, which will be good for a common Indian citizen. Therefore, this Diwali is going to be a happy Diwali as far as Indian masses are concerned. I'll stop my presentation here, requesting you once again that do not buy anything Chinese, do not go to a shop which is selling Chinese goods, and try and help the country by buying your stuff, buying whatever you want to buy from small shopkeepers, from villagers, from local artisans. Be Indian, buy Swadeshi things, and ensure that your money is spent on something that is produced within India. So therefore, our people in our villages, in outside the cities, will get money, and they will also prosper economically. I think I'll stop here, wishing you happy Diwali once again, and Jai Hind.